This is the hand plane. It's used for planing timber. Same as the chisel, there's a certain way to store these. So when you store them on the bench, it's that way down. Okay. The reason you do that is the blade actually hangs out the bottom here. And if you put it that way down, you'll actually damage the blade. So it's that way down. In this induction, we don't go through all the parts of it, but I'll just show you what does happen. So you've got a handle there, another handle there. In there is the blade, and that's the sole of the tool. So obviously, the more blade that hangs out, the more cut you're going to take. That's the hand plane. The inspection you do, you make sure that the handles are always tight. Flip the tool over. Obviously, this is going to be dirty, as this one is here. It's not going to cut real well, so you make sure that's always clean. You don't have huge amounts of blade hanging out. You only want a tiny bit, so a sharp tool is always a good tool. This little knob here is actually how you adjust the cut. So the more you wind out there, the more it's going to come out, and that changes the angle of the blade. My job's clamped in the vise. It's level that way, and we're going to plane with the grain. Okay. With dressed timber, it's hard to find out which way the grain's going, but usually you can feel it. If it's rough against your fingers, you're going against grain. You want to go with the grain. Another thing you do before you start doing any hand tools or any machinery in this workshop, you do an inspection to make sure there's no nails. If you hit a nail with one of those tools, you're actually blunting it. Okay, the correct technique is your hands on top there. Some guys do like a pistol grip, and we're going to plane that way. So the first thing you do is just put your sole of your plane down. You can tilt it, turn it slightly to one side, and I'm going to push it that way. Okay. Now I've started the cut. As you can hear, you can see a little shaving coming off. Okay, I'll stop when I get to there, I'll lift it up, and I'll come back. And that's all you want to take off in one go. So in, turn it slightly to one side, and off. Okay. If you start doing this, it means your tool's blunt, and you'll actually round the piece of timber over. So you want to keep it straight as you can and come through. And that's all the effort that you really need to do.